Good evening. Well, let you know, let me show you my hoodie, Lincoln City hoodie, and Lincoln City pants, sweatpants. I'm on my mobile date because Spectrum been going up and down, up and down, even last night. And it's 52 degrees here where I'm at. I want to thank all the new subscribers. Hello, everybody. I went and got me, I guess you call it a turkey pan to cook your turkey in. Got that at the dollar store. But I wish I could afford what my mom used to have. I guess you call it something like a crock pot, but it's bigger than a crock pot. But I've looked online, man, they were around $200. And that's no problem for me to fixing a turkey in one of those cookers. So I took my turkey out of the freezer today and put it in the bottom of the ice box. What, Kathy? What? I love you. Yes, I love you. How come you look like your daddy, huh? How come you look like your daddy, Tiger, but you act like your other daddy, John Wayne? I just came. Hello, Andrew. How you doing? So stubborn to high-tech Santa Claus procedures during the holiday season of 2025. Hello, Jacob. Yeah. See, I had a kitty cat. I'm doing fine. I'm drinking some water because I was eating a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Also, I went to the hospital this morning and the vampire got me. I had blood work done today because I go to the doctor after Christmas and got to have blood work done. Well, it's kind of been mist and rain today, and it's 52 degrees. They got a weather advisory on for the next, I guess, hour, give or take a little. So you never know what the weather. Hello, 709. It is. It's from Lincoln City Gifts. I got it last year, and I got sweatpants on that says Lincoln City, and they got good stuff on their webpage. Lincoln City Gifts, people. I'm wearing their shirt that they sent me. I give them advertisement every once in a while. Hello, it, well, I just call you Flute. Is that okay if I call you Flute? Welcome to my channel. And my channel, people, is not like everybody else. I'm just an old man of 70 plus years old with 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems on a fixed income. Hello, Coco Goat. How you doing? Welcome. Well, I got pockets in the front. You can put your hands in. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you there. I know I'm going to screw this up. Nay, girl. Nay. What, Kathy? Not your claws. You can touch me with your paws, but not your toenails. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good Christmas, people. I'm doing pretty good and all that. Like I say, I went to the hospital. Football. Okay, I call you football. That's good. Hello, that's a tongue tie. What, Kathy? You can pat me, but not claw me. I've got scratches all over me. If I had a girlfriend here, she'd think I'm being abused by somebody. I know you like loving, but this is my time to do. Hello, black gloves. I'm going to smack you. You do it one more time. Do it one more time. You see if I don't smack you upside your head. Cop picker. I hate to do that, but I don't mind Kathy, just patting. But when she comes out of her knives, that kitty cat's toenails is like claw knives, people. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But I ain't going to bed at 8 o'clock at night either. You can go over and lay down. So go over and lay down. Yeah, I'm trying, people. There's other people can get their 1,000 subscribers. They get their 4,000 watch hours. Probably less than 60 days. I've been in a year doing live videos this month, 1 year. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. And there's a whole lot of people that's my age, 70, 65, 70, or 80 years old on here. And we bored. We don't have nothing to do. So we get on here, we chat, we try to help out the younger people, give them ideas, what to do, what not to do. And your younger people on here, even kids. I know it does. I know it does. It takes time. I've seen people that have 30 subscribers. No, 3,000 subscribers or 20, and there's 4,000 watch hours less than 60 days. I know. I know. That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do, Jacob. God does help. I know. I hope to make it one day. I could use the money. You know, living on 900 and so money, it's hard. It's hard. You know, I got a house payment. Uh, I got car insurance. I got phone bills. I got utility bills. My utility bills is my water and my electric bill. And I got a heat pump. And since last week it was down in the single digits about, I think, 3 days. Okay, Jacob, everybody's praying for your dad that he will hurry up and get back home. I'm not worrying. You know, I got my kitty cats. Some people says I got too many kitty cats. I do. That's a fact. But my cats, I got 5 cats in the house. And they're, in a way, my therapy animals. They keep me company. They keep me busy. Outside, I got maybe 15 to 20 outside cats. But they was born outside. You know, the number one mama cat, she passed away a year ago this month. That was Mama Blackie. When I first bought this house about 8 years ago, Mama Blackie brought 4 of her baby female cats over. Now the 4 babies she brought, 2 of them's dead. You know, living out in the country, you have coyotes and other wild animals. You know, or coyotes and wolves. I got possums. I got raccoons. Hello. You know, I miss Mama Blackie there. You know, I should have let her come in the house a long time ago. Hello, Javan. And I started letting her come in last year, and then she would go out the next morning. She would eat, then she'd go outside and eat. Then she'd come back and come in the house and eat and sleep. Get in the bathtub, up on the chair that we got in the tub to sit on to take a shower. And one day she didn't go out the next day because it was raining and thunder. I tried to do good things. I tried. I try to help people out. I respect people. You know, like if it's an old person, I would say, hello, young lady, and hello, young man. You'd be surprised how many people likes that. You know, they driving a better vehicle than I'm driving. You know, I wish, I had a Jeep. I think the only thing they make in a Jeep pickup truck is a Gladiator. But man, that's over $50,000 I don't have. But I would take a Jeep, big where you have plenty room in a Jeep that you can put maybe plywood in the back of it. I will one day. It probably will be next year. It'll probably be 26. I say it'll probably be in 26. But I put my order in with Santa Claus to maybe get my 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Today is the 18th, so the 19th, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. About 7 days until Christmas. I'll get there, but I will tell you all, like I tell you in every video, I'm not going to charge you a membership fee. Because I got nothing special on my channel. I try to help everybody out. And your kids on there, your younger people. You helped me out to choose my computer back in February. That really helped me out. But like I said, people, I bought a new computer. Hello, Clara. Welcome, my friend. I think you've been in here once before, I believe. And I bought I like that. I bought this computer that I got in the living room, yesterday. I slept since yesterday. I can't remember everybody who's in here every night. And I bought a computer through Amazon. And it was third party. But I will never buy anything from Amazon. It's third party again. I won't. Because Amazon knows these third party people is bad. All Amazon there is to make money. They don't care about you. That's how come they only give you 30 days to turn it back in or get your money back. That's a fact. Well, about 60 days after I got my computer, bye. You have a great evening or morning, wherever you're at. You take it easy. Well, that's about what happened to me. It, I'm going to tell you, people, you can look it up on the internet. It's PC Online. PC Online. You type it into your search engine. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. I know it's early. And you all, like I said, look PC Online in your search engine, then scroll down to the BBB, the Better Business Bureau. You see way over 100 complaints about PC Online. Yeah. Bye, Clara. It's nice to see you're here. You and your family have a good Christmas. And anybody else, happy birthday, happy anniversary. And you be careful if you got snow where you're at, because people, it's crazy when it's snowing. And I think it's supposed to turn cold by Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. People, you're never going to know what the weather is going to do in the Ohio Valley. Let's see. What do they call it? I guess the Ohio Valley would be Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Kentucky. I guess it's classified as Ohio Valley. And you never know what the weather's going to be like in the Ohio Valley. It can change every 5 minutes. You never know what the weather's going to do in the Ohio Valley. You never know. Just make sure you got plenty food in your house. Go to the grocery store. Stock up on canned goods. Potatoes, where you can fix mashed potatoes. And stuff like that, in case it does snow. Let me show you what there's my hoodie. Yeah, I'm showing you the hoodie I got from Lincoln City Gifts last year. I decided to put on some clothes. I wear sweatpants all the time. Because when you all people gets diabetes, okay, thank you. Because when I get emails from you all that subscribe, I subscribe back. But sometimes I don't get emails when people subscribe. I don't know why. I'm not that smart. You know how YouTube is. You all smarter than this old man is. And I also want to give a shout out for you all people to do the nurses that works in the hospital, doctor's office, especially the nurses that works in the hospital. They work in the ER, critical care, heart unit, stuff like that. They put up with a whole lot of stuff. Because some of you go to the hospital and you taking your kitty cat naps. The nurses comes in there to wake you up. And I tell you why the nurses wake you up when they take your blood pressure or take your blood, anything like that. I verified it today, which I knew because I had other nurses. They wake you up to take your blood pressure or whatever else they have to do, because if it don't wake you up, you might come up and smack them. That's one reason they always wake you up before they take your blood pressure or stuff like that. Just remember that. Because the hospital, you're not going to get to sleep. You know, if you're like unconscious or they got your induced coma, yeah, you're going to be sleeping then. But when I had my heart attack back in 16, I think, or 17, about 10 years ago, you know, the ambulance got me to the hospital, I got in the ER, and they gave me they took x-rays and blood work. It is very nice, 709. Some people ask me to get on early. You know, I try to make everybody happy. Some people has to go to bed early, get up and go to work or go to school. I try to help out, because I know the kids is sitting there, their parents is right there with them, and I try to help them out. And I watch, you can verify it for me, 709. I think it was Canada. We're in Canada, I don't know. They have like a tractor with a snow blower on it, and the snow is going into a dump truck type. I think it was Canada that I was watching today, where they was using a snow blower, and it's blowing the snow into a dump truck and take it to a certain place. That'd be nice, you know. It'd be nice if they all do it. The last time they done anything like that around here, well, it wasn't a snow blower. They used a tractor with a bucket on it and picked the snow up and dump it in the back of a dump truck and took it down to the river and dumped it in the river. I think that was done maybe 78. Hello, doctor. And I went and had my blood work done today. But, man, I can never get into that app. I forget my password, my login. I forget all of it. I don't want to know, because I don't know what everything. Now, I'm feeling good. You know, I'm drinking water. I didn't take my medicine today, 'cause I'm thinking my medicine is hurting me. You know, you read all the stuff about it, but what they don't tell you, people, you take about 10 different pills together at the same time, It don't tell you how all the medicine relax attacks your body. You know, does it close your throat up or what? You know, it's weird. You would have to look up each medicine you take and maybe print it out and look at it. But I think it's one of my medicine with the other medicine that I take is causing my throat to swell up sometimes. That's what I believe. But I'm not in the field, you know, I'm not a doctor or a nurse. But I don't know, sometimes I can eat anything. Spicy food, fried chicken, French fries, barbecue. It won't hurt me. Other times I eat it, bam, my throat closes up. That's how come I didn't take my medicine today. You know, that's how come I got water right here in my water bottle. Because I'm trying to eat some peanut butter and honey. Honey will make me sweeter. Honey will make me feel better. I guess if I try to drink it with Pepsi Zero, you got all them bubblers. It's probably contradicts some things. Like I say, but my turkey should be thawed out by maybe Monday. I'm thinking. I tell you, people, all the medicine I take, it can cause kidney damage, liver problem. That's how come I have to do blood work besides checking on my A1C, but they check out my kidneys, my liver. I think they took, 3 or 4 tubes of blood. And but they check you out. I know when you go to the drugstore, people, and you get your medicine, they give you paperwork with it that tells you everything. But if you look your medicine up on the internet, you find out there's more to it than what you get in that paperwork. So people, anybody who takes medicine that the doctor gives you, no matter if you get the paperwork from the drugstore, look it up. I had about, I think it was 4 tubes I think they took this time. They have took up to 6 tubes, but today I think they took 4. And like I say, since I go to Norton's Hospital, Some hospitals got apps that you can look. I don't know, cause well, I came on tonight around 8 o'clock, and those people in different countries, like in Canada, I think they're maybe about an hour ahead of me. And I think Russia and UK, it's morning over there. In Korea, it's morning or day. I try to get on different times of the day. Morning time, I've tried that a few times and I didn't get that many people. And I tried different times, you know. Those people that comes on at 10 o'clock at night in other countries. And I might see tomorrow's Friday. I might just try to do 2 videos. I gotta go check the mail tomorrow. Probably buy me another gallon of milk. And I might try, but well, usually, doctor, I watch TV in the morning because I watch like starting at 9 o'clock. I watch Perry Mason, and 10 o'clock is Matlock, and I think 11 o'clock is Heat of the Night, then 12 o'clock is Waltons. I do that. That's usually my time schedule, what I do in the morning time. Sometimes I miss Perry Mason because I'm still sleeping at 10 o'clock. For some reason, Kathy started trying to wake me up about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I like to sleep until 10 o'clock. Because what an old man like me gonna do? I got nothing to do. I took some garbage out, put it out there on the burning pile, used some bug spray and about gagged me to death. I like to sleep with my windows open. And you know what happens when you sleep with the windows open? The flies like to come in. And I just hate flies. And I've been cleaning the floor over by my closet. Back in the summertime, I had some black paint spilled on my floor, but maybe I never noticed it, but it was kind of thick and dry, so I had to take a chisel and I cleaned up some other stuff, put them in the bag to take it out to the burning pile. I got to take some cat litter and put in my flower bed. Good fertilizer for my flowers. And I, instead of when buy a tar, when I can afford a tar, I recycle my tars. I bring them home, put them out there in my yard somewhere, and I start putting potting soil, sand, cat litter, and that be my future flower bed. Plus, I put some dirt in it too. And I like flowers. I planted a. Yeah, my mom used to watch The Price is Right. And the other two shows that my mom used to watch is Wheel of Fortune and was it Double Jeopardy or something like that? She knew exactly what time it come on. My brother said she had dementia. No, she did. She could tell. If she looked up at the clock and it was 7 o'clock, she knows that was either Wheel of Fortune or Double Jeopardy. Even in the morning time, she looked up the clock. It was Perry Mason, Matlock, diagnosed murder, then the Walton. She knew that. So there was nothing wrong with her mind. She knew. Look at the clock. Say, do you have the TV on channel so and so? I said, yes, Mom. But all my brother was after was her money. He didn't go by the will. I had a copy of the will. It was probated. You go to Clark County Courthouse, it disappeared. I wonder how much bribes it took them to get rid of that will. That's what I say. Clark County Courthouse is crooked, and so is the Sheriff's Department. If you've been watching on the news, on YouTube about ex-Sheriff Jamie Knoll and other people, that's Clark County, Indiana, people. I hate Clark County. What I wish when I was young that I should have lived in Canada. I should have lived in Canada. I should have married a girl from Canada. Maybe I wouldn't be sick like I am, my health problems, if I lived in Canada. Hello, Lion. Welcome. And but I'm too old to pack up and move to Canada. Because I'm done sick now. I should have done when I was younger, like an idiot. You don't think about your health until it's too late. Canada is a nice place to live. I've watched Hudson and Rex, which I don't anymore because I'm boycotting them because what they done to John Ridden, who played Charlie Hudson. Because he had cancer, they farted his rear end. And that's not right. No matter if you're a TV star or a movie actor, you stand behind your people. Look at, what's his name? Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. He has Parkinson's disease, I believe. and they stand behind Michael J. Fox. Why can't City TV in Canada stand behind John Ridden, who had cancer? I can't watch a TV show that don't back their TV actors. John Ridden is Hudson and Rex. That's the show. And with Hudson's girlfriend Sarah in it. Because that dog knew everything John Ridden knew what to do. The other a-hole they got in there acts like he's afraid of the dog, and the dog don't know what they doing. Animals can tell people, even the ones it's acting cats or dogs or whatever. They can tell. And I will not watch Hudson and Rex. It comes on Mondays about 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I subscribed to your channel the other day. I guess you saw it. I said, I thank you for subscribing to me, and I said I subscribe to you. That's what I try to do, people. When I get an email, will you subscribe to me? I will subscribe to your channel, watch your videos to help get your watch hours up, and that's what I do, because that's what God wants me to do. Help you out. I don't care how old or how old you are, or if you're in your 20s, 30s, or whatever. God wants me to help you all grow. That's what I'm here for, to help you all grow. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to help you grow your YouTube channel. And I'll tell you younger people, for safety, do not tell me your age. Don't tell me your age. I don't want to know your age. And I just want you all to be safe. Okay. See, there's Alex. That's Alex there. And there's Lexi and Kathy. Alexi is Alex's firstborn. And Kathy is Lexi's aunt. Grandma's not in here. She might before the night's out, because they do come in here. I know it's a lot of pills, 709. I think that's what causing my throat to close up. You know, that's how come I wash it down with water. I put water in my mouth, then I took my pills, and I drink about a cup and a half of water, make sure I washed all that out of my throat. But sometimes it don't work. Just like I'm trying to eat this peanut butter and honey sandwich. And it feels like sometimes it wants to get caught. That's how come I got my bottle of water to help me to wash it down. So that's what I do. Well, I am, I see, in the house, I have five female cats. At one time, I probably had 15 cats. And I kept the female cats all locked up here in the bedroom, but when my tomcats died, I got the door open up where they can go. I finally got it washed down. Outside cats, I got maybe 15 to 20 outside cats, half tomcats and half females. And I got LB, who's a mama cat. Hello, Yoakum. And yes, I got my socks on. My feet still cold. They make socks that runs off with electricity that I can plug into. Lordy, even heavy duty socks on. My feet's cold. I hate to have a girlfriend. She's in bed with me and I put my feet next to her legs or something. She knocked me upside the head and said, "Your feet cold. Move your feet away." I know how it feels to have cold feet. And I'm also, people, I'm on my data because I've been having problems with Spectrum Internet. That's been going up and down since last night. Today, I don't know how many times it went up and down. You know, Spectrum TV, they don't seem to give a hoot. I think Florida, their internet probably been out maybe 3 days down there in Florida, parts of Florida. But what I wish that Elon Musk would do, the Starlink. I like to have Starlink, but I can't afford $300 to $500. Well, Christmas, not really, because I don't have a girlfriend to spend time with on Christmas. I got my son. I'm not going to get anything from anybody. People, go into my description. You see my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App account. You know, but, you know, Christmas would be okay, but it's not the same for me because mom and dad's won't. I can't see mom and dad on Christmas because dad died in 92. Yes, I got my socks on, I told you. And mom died either 16 or 17. It's not the same without your mom, your dad, your sister, your girlfriend, or your wife, or a husband. It's not the same. You know, I know your kids cares about your parents. There's some kids that don't give a hoot about mom or dad or brother or sister. You know, That's not a family. Okay, don't drown in the shower. I like taking showers, but people, where I live in Indiana, I like to take a long, hot shower. Because the water line is about 2.5, 3 feet in the ground. And that water line's going to be cold. And the time go through a hot water heater. Unless you got a tankless hot water heater. Then you never run out of hot water. But you all do good in school, wherever you go to school. And all I ask your kids to do, stay in school, get your education or trade school. Don't start a family until you're about 28. If maybe you want to go to college and your family can't afford it, maybe you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse, helicopter pilot, a jet pilot, anything like that. You can go into the military and they pay for it, and you have to give them extra time and probably go in the reserves. So that's one thing I want you kids to think of. And I want you kids in school. It's in school to watch this video later. Help out the kids that's in your class that maybe makes F, D, D plus, C minus, C plus in that category. Because you probably got 20 to 50 kids in a class. The teacher's not going to really help the one in that category. I would appreciate your kids, and God too, that you help out the kids in your classroom. They won't forget you. They won't forget you. They might be, the people you help might be a VIP person, a very important person that will help you out in the future. You never know. That's what I'm asking you all to do. Help out the kids in your classroom. Help out your neighbors. Check on your neighbors. You all know your neighbors that might be sick and old. And keep an eye on your neighbors. And if they got a driveway, clean the driveway off to their mailbox. Help them out. Because God does reward you for your good deeds. Just remember that. Some of you don't believe in God. I do. He saved me from breaking bones about 10 weeks ago, give or take a little, where I fell off of my porch backwards and fell 4 feet. God was with me. And God wants me to try to help you out the best of my ability. Try to teach you good things and try to teach you, like the problems I had with my kitchen stove, my computer, my cell phone. I tried to educate you where it won't happen to you all. And it's up to your younger people to help us old people out. Because one day your mom and dad and grandpa and grandma will be old. It's up to your younger generation to help us because that's your future that you're trying to save. You know, they said, put your money in the IRA account. I would say no. I put your money into gold and silver and platinum. That's where I would put my money if I had to do it. Oh, I did do that. I had 2 gold bars and 2 silver bars and some silver Kennedy dollars, silver dollars, on all that. But thanks to my a-hole brother who stole all of it after Dad died, you know. But I would invest in gold and silver. And if you got a big safe in your house, or maybe if the bank has safety deposits, you can put your gold and silver in there. And people, I start saving pennies because they stopped making pennies. I just save your pennies, and if you can get penny wrappers, roll them up and save them. Because some of those pennies is worth a whole lot of money. They worth a whole lot of money. I want everybody to think and pray for everybody to have a good Christmas and a happy New Year. Stay home New Year's Eve because it's amateur night. And you know Popo and 5-0 gonna be out watching for you. You know that. They're gonna have roadblocks up. You know, why should you go out? Even Christmas time, people is going out drinking. You know, Christmas Eve and stuff like that. Why you do that? Are you dumb like I used to be? Instead of being home with your family? People do not drink alcohol, do illegal drugs. Like I told you, I started drinking alcohol at 12 years old, smoking marijuana at 12 years old, blotter acid at 12 years old, and probably a few other things. But I just want you all to be good. Let's stop fighting. Let's stop hating each other because of the color of our skin. Just like I'm going to say, you're black, I'm white. We got different skins, but we do have one thing in common. We all have red blood. It's not black blood, it's not white blood, green blood, it's red blood. We do have that in common. No matter what the color of our skins are, or if you're a Muslim, Japanese, German, Polish, Jew, we still have red blood. Different types of red blood, but we still got red blood. Just remember that. Let's stop hating each other. Like back in the 60s and 70s, love, peace, not war. Love and peace. Make love and peace. Peace. Yeah. That's what God wants, people. They want us to stop hating each other. No matter what the color of our skin is, God wants you to love each other. You know, God wants us to work together. God wants you to help the people who needs help. Even if it's food or money or a vehicle or lawnmower, computer, or anything, God, or clothes. God wants you to help all those people out. That's what God wants you to do. God wants you to help people. God will reward you for your good deeds. Hello, Aka. How you doing? Welcome, my friend. Welcome back. And I got to get out tomorrow. It depends what the weather is when I wake up. If it's snowing, I ain't going nowhere tomorrow. I just won't go. I think it's supposed to rain tonight. But I hope everybody has a good Christmas. I hope Santa Claus bring you what you want. I put my order in to Santa Claus. You know, told him I like to have a new laptop. You know, I'm looking at either HP, but since HP screwed me and won't do the warranty work, I'm kind of done with HP. I'm looking at another computer. I know I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Lenovo, 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 I think. You know, what they call a gaming computer. At least 1 TB of hard drive, a good graphics card. Computer went do nothing under warranty because PC Online upgraded it. PC Online is no affiliate with HP. They're not a dealer. They're not a tech for HP. You know, I'm out a new computer. And I love that computer. The screen on it was 17 point what, 2, 3, I can't remember. I know it was 17 point something touch screen. Hello, Sean Miller. Good evening. I'm doing pretty good. I gotta when I take my hoodie off, I gotta take my wrap off of my arm. I went and gave blood today because I go to the doctor about the 29th, I think, when I have to go to the doctor. And got to have blood work because I take 10 to 15 pills a day. I didn't take it today and I didn't take it yesterday. But I'm thinking it's one of my medicine. I don't know which one because I'm not in the field. It's irritating my throat, causing it to close up. I might tell my doctor when I go see the doctor on the 29th because I've looked at the different medicines. I look online and see if it has anything to do with your throat closing. But here's where I'm not smart, people. You people is good in chemistry or worked in the field. Since I'm on 10 to 15 pills, blood pressure, sugar medicine, high blood pressure medicine, listen. Yeah, it's about 10 to 15 different pills I take. But I wonder, they don't tell you because every time you go to the drugstore, they give you a paper, the side effects and this and that from the medicine. But what they don't tell you, these drug companies, what happens if you combine your other medicine together? What will it do? Yeah, I don't know which one. I think what I would do is knock my metformin out. Just not put metformin in it and give that a try. Because I take a shot, what they call Ozempic, which fat people use that to lose weight. But those people with diabetes take it because they got diabetes. And that's how come I changed drugstores. You know, because like I said, I was dealing with Walgreens in Charlestown, Indiana. My prescription is written for 90 days supplies. I was getting my Ozempic for a while. Then they knocked it down to 1 month supply. Then they called me, got it back up to 3 months. After my 3 months ran out, they knocked me down to 1 month supply. And you people, it's in the field. You know they don't make no money on a 90-day supply. Like my son, he got pain medicine at Walgreens. Not anymore. Yeah, I don't have it, but I'll plug it in before the night's out. And he gets pain medicine, a 30-day supply. Well, Walgreens only give him a 7-day supply. I tell you what, they get paid $25, so that's $100 on 4 weeks supply, which is supposed to be only a month supply at one time, which they only make probably 25 for a month's supply. I want you people, if you don't believe me, check into it. Yeah, I got some Vicks. I've been rubbing on my neck and some there. I'm going to have to buy me a bottle of Vicks next month. It might be 31st, since the 1st is New Year's Day. And it'd probably be the 31st, I would think. I don't know. You never know about the government. And I keep my temperature, people. I keep it about 68, 69. Because if it gets too hot, I start sweating. I can't breathe. That's how come I keep it cool in the house. Because I can't breathe when it gets hot. Just like summertime. It's hot outside. If it's real hot, I can't breathe. And I got to stay inside where it's cool. And that's the bad part about getting old, not taking care of yourself, not eating the right food. That's how come people, like I say, I'm not in the field, but with my age and what the old people said before me, our body can only take so many chemicals. Our body can only take so much chemicals. Our water got chemicals in it. Our food we buy at the grocery store got chemicals that some countries don't have, what is it, red dye, yellow dye, or whatever. Some countries don't have it. But that's how come I recommend to your people, have a garden. Have a garden. You don't need fertilizer. Put your coffee grounds in your garden. Potato peels, banana peels, and pork chop bones, chicken bones, fish guts. That's your fertilizer. When you cut your leaves up and got a bagger on it, you dump those leaves in your garden. That's your natural fertilizer. You all grow your food like tomatoes, corn, peas, carrots, radishes, watermelons, beets, pears, onions, potatoes, cucumbers. You grow it in your garden. And you can it. And you can grow your cucumbers and make pickles. You know what you put in it. Yeah, eggshells. I forgot that. Eggshells. And people, eggs, I tell you something. If you live in a city or town, that's where you got to check your laws of your city and town if you can have chickens or roosters. Okay. Where they get you on the rooster, they got in the city or town what they call a noise ordinance. That's where they get you on the rooster. I miss my rooster crowing at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or if I decide to take off in my car, Harry would go, like, bye, Daddy. I see you when you get back home. When we come back home, he would crow to welcome me back home. And plus, your chickens, you got, like I said, you got to check the city and town's local laws. Out in the country, you don't have to worry about it, unless you live in a HOA. Then, that's what you have to worry about. Because well, I guarantee you, your chickens and roosters, they eat the bugs that's in your yard. They eat bugs. And I tell you, my chickens and rooster love watermelon, cantaloupe, apples, grapes. They love fruit. They love it. They love it. And the eggs you get in the grocery store, people, listen. You do not know what they feed those chickens that lays those eggs. Next time you go to a feed store, look at that chicken feed and see what's in it. Most of it got medicine like penicillin and stuff like that in their chicken feed. And the eggs that you have, that your chicken's legs in your yard or in the chicken coop, you find out that those eggs will taste better than what you get in the grocery store. Because they got a bunch of chickens laying eggs. They all bunched together. And you know what you feed your chickens. And you know what you eat. That's true. They do put antibiotics in the food to keep those chickens healthy. And we can't have some of those antibiotics because we're allergic to it. And when you build a chicken coop, you got to have a heavy-duty wire. You see these dog cages, how thick that wire is? That's the kind of wire you need because the raccoons will rip that. There's people that's allergic to penicillin. That means you can't buy eggs from a grocery store. Because people, when you got baby chicks, you have to give them some of that medicine. But when they get a certain age, then you cut it out. Then they won't have it after that. It's time for them to start laying their eggs. But fresh eggs that you have on your property, people, you find out they taste a whole lot better. And you just have to think of your health. Damn, I got to turn around. I've been sitting up about an hour. And my backs are hurting. Oh! That's what I hate, people, when you get old. You know. Well, I bought me a rotary tiller this year. And you saw the video back whenever it was, the problems I had with it. And they sent me a new rotary tiller. There are things that I had to do to it to where it wouldn't work no more. But somebody knows what they're doing, it will work. It wouldn't go in reverse. Who in that blankety blank would put a tube in a tar in a rotary tiller, a rear type rotary tiller? And I got another rotary tiller like I got the rear type rotary tiller. And this one was tubeless. And I put air in it because you are going to be a little old. I put 90 weight rear end grease. I went and bought the grease and put in it. I got it sitting in the shed with my push mower. That's one thing I'm dreading by summertime. No, the problem I had with it, Sean, is the transmission. Was the transmission? It wouldn't go in reverse. It'll go frontwards, real fast frontwards or slow frontwards, but you couldn't get it go in reverse. But the new one I got, I had no problem putting it together because the first one took me hours. This took me maybe 45 minutes to put together. And I went to like an auto parts store, got the rear end grease, which is what, 90, 120 weight transmission fluid, a rear end oil, put it that way. It stinks like crazy and makes you sick. I put that in there, and I had no problem working my garden. The only problem, people, that I can't figure out, my dad didn't have the problem like I did. But you see the farmers that plants corn, soybeans, stuff like that, they don't have weeds coming up. And I don't know how to take care of that problem. I know you have to hold, but when the farmers plant the corn and the soybeans, they don't get out there and hold acres and acres of corn and soybeans. I don't know if they use liquid fertilizer or weed killer or something. I'm not a farmer. I'm a city boy. I should have paid more attention to my dad when he raised 4 gardens. He didn't have weeds. When he planted tomatoes, his beets, his radishes, pickles, sage, he did not have problems with weeds. Maybe I would do better this year. I hope I do better this year. But when I go to Walmart, this year, back in the springtime, they had what they call white radishes, that like icicles. I bought 4 packs of them. I got 1 pack left, but when it comes springtime and they got the seeds out there, I'm going to plant me some more white radishes. So I like white radishes. No, it worked. It worked. I changed my spark plugs and everything. My weed eater, my chainsaw, my lawnmower. I change it every year. And you people, it's new on here. That's how come I want to get monetized. You know about my health problems. I need a new riding lawnmower or a 0-turn lawnmower. A 0-turn is 60 inches or more. And I got about an acre of ground. I cut more than an acre because I go in the back 40, cut around the pond, which it belongs to somebody else. Then I cut around the ditch. Then I go up on the county road and cut up and down the county road, to help the county out. I don't have to do that, but I do that. That's how come I want to get monetized where I can get a new zero-turn lawnmower. You say, why new? I'm thinking about the warranty. Hello, Joe. Everything's going just fine, Joe. Let you know, the closest zero-turn dealer, you can look it up on the internet. It's called Scott Ace Hardware Store in Scottsburg, Indiana. Scott's Ace Hardware Store in Scottsburg, Indiana. That's only 6 miles from me. I don't know if they would deliver a zero-turn lawnmower. I think they sell Hustlers. And I know that costs money, but people telling me because of my age and my health, they said you need to get you a commercial type because of the road bar. Because I got let's see, on the east side of my house, I got a creek. And I see the north side of my house, out by the driveway, I got a ditch. By having a commercial type zero turn, if it was to turn over and I got the seatbelt on, I won't die. That's Scott Ace Hardware Store in Scottsburg, Indiana. You all can look the price up if you don't, because they got my address on file from a weed eater. I bought a chainsaw this year because my other chainsaw went, but I never buy another Poland chainsaw or a Poland weed eater. That's all I had from day one with Poland is trouble. But my weed eater is the Stihl weed eater. The chainsaw is Stihl. I'm hoping to have a good Christmas. Because you all know my post office box. I was supposed to got something. I don't know if Amazon screwed up or the person never did ship something to somebody else. Amazon does make mistakes. Instead of me getting a shipment, they shipped it to the person who ordered it. So, what's that tell you? I don't blame that person. I blame Amazon for screwing up. Because you got a shipping address and something else. That's, like I say, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's coming. But it takes the post office anywhere from 7 to 30 days to get here. Where, say, California or Las Vegas, it used to come in 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Now it takes 14 to 30 days to go that far. So the post office went back to the Pony Express. And it's bad, you know. That's the post office for you. Just like Charlestown, Indiana post office. They're talking about moving. They said it's too small. What do you mean too small? Well, they got all those. That's true. No, the person told me it came back to them. And so, I don't know, I've been watching some of those Porch Parts videos. I get a kick out of them. They grab him and they blows paint all over him, or they get him in the car and I think that's funny. Most of them been on TikTok. I don't know if any of them been on YouTube, but I get a kick out of them Porch Parts, grabbing those boxes and it blows up. They deserve everything they get. But they ask for what they get when they steal it. But some places you can get arrested for it. I don't know what states that is, but somebody steals something off of my porch, okay. I watch, like I say, I watch YouTube and TikTok. You know, I do watch both of them. When I'm not watching TV or taking a kitty cat nap, I'm either watching YouTube or TikTok. And people, I wish I was smart. I wish I was smart and knew how to play with AI. I probably have more videos and more subscribers. I watch a bunch of AI videos to do with HOA stories. You know, I know some of those. I guess they didn't like what you put on TikTok. Have you tried getting back on there? You know, because right now the United States owns half of TikTok. You might be able to get back on. You know, I do a few live videos, but when I don't do enough, they ask for my driver's license or debit card or this or that. Heck, I'm not going to do that. You know, I do get on X, and I guess you can do a video on X. I've talked to people. I tell them come up to my YouTube channel. I used to do when I was on Prism Live Studio, I used to do Twitch. But now Prism Live Studio wants to charge you for it. And I'm not going to do that. That's what kids telling me, you know, like I put my email on there because, you know, people can chat with me private without going through the chat. That's my spam email that's on YouTube. And like a few of my moderators knows my cell phone number. They know my home address. You know, some of my moderators. And when I get this one package, either through UPS or the post office, and they got their return address on it, I would send them a letter back with my address and cell phone number. But yeah, my moderators checks on me. You know, some of them got my cell phone numbers. They got my home address, which I don't mention who they are because it's nobody's business. But I got no moderators that lives here close to me. I got 1, 2, 3 or 4 in Canada. I forget the other states. I got none in Kentucky. No. And that'd be nice if I had somebody close to me. You know, I like the people that lives in Scott County, Indiana, which is Scottsburg, Indiana. You can find that on the map. Scottsburg, Indiana, which is north of me. And I like those people in Scott County, Indiana. They're polite. They're nice. And that's one I like. They were raised good by their parents, their grandparents. They're polite. Even if they work in a business, you see them outside the business, they still polite to you. That's one I like. People's nice to me, I be nice to them. You be a a-hole to me, look out. You know, that's how come I don't take no bull crap on my YouTube channel. My moderator knows about my health problems. They know what it takes to make me go off on somebody. That's how come I don't allow you to say gay stuff because you offend somebody, or killing cats, eating cats, or arguing. You know, I don't go for that. That is my rules. I don't go for arguing with me or moderators, anybody on my YouTube channel. And I don't like the people argue. I had a moderator, well, put it that way, a computer hacker. He had 4 or 5 different YouTube names. I have 2 moderators, Sherry Reed, I don't know, she must be on the sick list, and Joanne you see in here. That computer hacker put them in timeout over 24 hours. He did not want to. That's when I'm here. You know, I'm 70 plus years old. There's a bunch of old people on here. We have nothing to do. We tried to educate your people about jobs, garden, how to stay married for so long, to stay in school, don't fool with drugs and alcohol. Well, I'm about 20, over 20, about 20, about 20, 22, 24 years older than you, somewhere in that ballpark. And I try to teach people that if you want to stay married or you dating a girl, how you all stayed together for so long. And I advise them one thing, this is where the men jumps on me. Ladies is always right. I know they're wrong, but if you say, honey, you're right, boy, you gonna be good. You say they're wrong, you're in the doghouse and taking cold showers. You can't forget birthdays. You can't forget anniversaries, especially when did you meet your mate? Where did you go with your mate on your first date? Can you remember what you had to eat on your first date? You know, that's important things in a marriage. What church did you get married in? That is good. I can't never make it past 7. You know, I had 2 wives that didn't cheat on me. You know, didn't cheat on me. Like my son's mother. She been dead 2 years this month. She died on December the 6th of last, so she been dead 2 years this year. She never did cheat on me. I appreciate that. But I get thinking, since we had a son, what is in the kid's best interest? We was always arguing. And that I didn't want him to grow up in it. That's why I divorced her. I didn't divorce her because she cheated on me or two-timed me. We just was arguing what is the best thing for our son. And that's why I divorced her. And the rest of them cheated on me. But, let's see. One cheated on me and had a kid. That's the one from New Albany. The one from Charlestown cheated on me and lied. That's okay. God will take care of that. But that's how come I'm choosy, people, about ladies. Some of my problems was alcohol and marijuana. That was some of my problems, was alcohol and marijuana. And I'm looking for a skinny lady. You know what Higgins looked like on Magnum, like her. Or if you watch Hudson and Rex, Sarah, how she looks. But I don't want ladies that got watermelons on the top half. My past experience women with big breasts is going to have back problems. With my medical problems, I don't need to get upset. Yeah, I'm talking about watermelons. You seen Dog the Bounty Hunter, what his wife looks like. She had back problems. You know, you can have like maybe baseballs or eggs or tennis balls or maybe, yeah, Beth, um, maybe pears or maybe a softball. Softball is smaller and cantaloupe because those ladies is top heavy. It does help hurt their back by being top heavy. God made women perfect out there for everybody. If you're skinny or fat, chubby, big or small, there's somebody out there for you. Yep. Well, basketballs, water, yeah, they was bigger in the watermelon. You know, that's too big. That is too big. And she had to have back problems. She had to. I had ex-wives that had like cantaloupes, watermelons, maybe a half a watermelon or cantaloupe. They had back problems, and they complained of back problems. And I always had to rub their back. And I don't I don't want no woman that has basketball, watermelons, a softball or a hardball or eggs. That's good enough for me because they're not going to have back problems. And I want them on their skinny side. Because they're on the skinny side. What I'm looking at is the health. They care about what they eat, their weight. That means they can help me out, make sure I keep my health healthy, eating the right food, help me keep my weight down. That's what I'm, you know, looking at. And you got to have a vehicle. That's what I heard. My sister, before she passed away, say, I need to get me a Mexican one, but then you have to go to Mexico because you don't want to get a Mexican or a Filipino. Yeah, those Filipino ladies, I don't know, but since you're 50 years old, do you remember Art Bell on Coast to Coast? Art Bell married a young Filipino lady and moved to the Philippines, done the coast to coast show there from the Philippines. I think he had either 2 or 3 kids, and they started school in the Philippines. I think 1 or 2 years old, they start school. They speak maybe 3 different languages. I miss Art Bell. Art Bell, people, is coast to coast. He was a ham radio operator. And you can look on YouTube about ham radio operators and learn what ham radio operators do. In a disaster, people, like a tornado or hurricane, stuff like that, your cell towers will be down. I think I remember that. I love listening to Art Bell. I used to listen to him every night. Are you a ham radio operator? I see a ham radio operator. It could be a Yazoo 101 or a Yazoo 757. That was my first ham radio. No, a Heathkit was my first ham radio. Okay. Then I had a Kenwood TS 2000. I modified it myself to get not the CB channels, but what band would that be? 480, that's a good Kenwood. Well, let's see, what was the new band? 5 point something megahertz, something like that. When I modified it, I got that and CB band. I can go all the way below channel 1. I can go up to 10 meters, but I let my license expire, you could say. The FCC took so long, I waited, because I had a red flag, then the red flag disappeared. And I've never heard back from the FCC on my ham license. And like I say, I was up to a general class operator. But I had a 757 what was it? A GX? What was it? GX2 757. And all you had to do to modify that is pull the front off of it. You had a switch back there. You just flipped the switch and closed it back up. That's all you had to do on the GX whatever 757. That was good. And I miss talking, Skip. I got an Astron 99 up there into a Cobra. What is it? Cobra 29, I think. It got all different color screens, just AM, no FM, no sideband. Hey, if you ever get on channel 28 when Skip comes in, you hear 121 and 309 Indiana. 121 lives maybe a couple of miles from me. Okay, if I can remember that. But 121 and 309 Indiana, because there's a couple other 309, hangs out on 28. Yeah, 28. And 120. Yeah. He's 309 Indiana. He also goes by Doc. He lives up around Seymour, Indiana, where 309 lives. And 121, I know him. He lives northwest of me, maybe 3 miles, give or take a little. Now, like I said, sometimes he goes by Doc. He goes by 309. When the skips ain't in there, he goes by Doc. You know, I keep my radio, my CB radio turned on. And I did have an amp, about a 200 watt. It was made in Italy, I think, where it was made. I say it'd need 2 tubes. But at the time I checked into it to replace, it was about $10 for the tubes. I think now it's probably $25 for it to replace the tubes. I looked to see if the fuse was blowing in it, but it been sitting for quite a few years, and I turned it on, put it on standby, let it warm up like you're supposed to. Then I turn it on low, it'll work perfect on low. On high, it'll work perfect. Then I leave it off for a while, turn it back on, and I've done that for months. And I started on low. As soon as I flip it over to high and key the mic, it popped. You know, I couldn't find anything blowing on it, you know, any diodes or anything blowing on the board anywhere. I check it, you know, the only thing I can figure, it's and like I say, when that skip comes in there, see if he's 309 from Indiana. And does he know 121? Or, well, sometimes I go by Billy Jack, you know, the movie Billy Jack. I used to use that when I used to drive an 18-wheeler, you know, before any other Billy Jacks. You know, that was my handle when I probably was 15, 16 years old. I remember them 6LQ6s. I think that's what the Palmaro 300A had in them, was those. I remember hearing the Outlaw in there, but I got it, because I done forgot. Yeah, you know, back years ago, Channel 6, I don't know. Channel 6, I bet most of them guys on Channel 6 probably running 5,000 watts. I got nothing against African American people. They they had the 10/8 station of the nation. I don't even have Channel 6 program into it. Back in my younger days, it used to be Channel 5. And back 30 years ago, maybe more than 30 years ago, 40, you've been a kid. Channel 5, you had a chicken plucker, uh, the Duke, uh, and I'm trying to think. The Duke. I'm trying to think of. Uh, well, that's what my friend used to do. I can't think what he'd go by. He was a troublemaker on 19. Maybe he went by Ruffy, or I think of it one of these days. And he always got on 19. And he stirred up truck drivers like crazy. He made this one truck driver so mad, if he would have found him, he would have killed him. And he was on 19, and he think Ruffy. I wish I remember what he went by. I think of it later. Ruffy. No, he didn't go by Phantom 309. Troublemaker? No. I can't remember what he used to go by, but that truck driver came through and heard Ruffy on there. And that truck driver said, "You don't remember me." He said, "No." He said, "You had me so mad I was ready to kill you, but what you did kept him awake until he got where he was going." Ruffy, troubleshooter. Man, I can't remember. But I was trying to remember what Ruffy went by. But I can't remember. I can't remember. I think of it. It'll come to me. Ruffy, I hate that people. But I can't remember. That makes me mad. But I'm trying to remember. This is probably back in the 80s, I would think. No, not Duck. Man, I think about it later. It'll come to me. No, not Rough Rider. Not Bojangles. not Rough Rider, not Tweety Bird, not Doc. Man, I hate it. But he lived in Louisville, Kentucky. Is where he lived. It was in Louisville, Kentucky. Bo Jackson? No. I know of Bo Jingles. And he was, if that's the same guy, he'd be about my age. He was living in Charlestown at that time. Okay, Ruffy, come to me and tell me what your name was. Lordy. You had Chicken Plucker. He was a truck driver. Man, that makes me mad. Ruffy, what was your CB handle? That makes me mad. Where's my remote control where I can see what time it is? About 10:30, I guess. Green Machine? I remember the name Green Machine, but I can't remember where. Oh, 1024. Okay. I was looking at my clock. It was 10 something, but I'm on Start TV watching Rosie and Rosetta and Owls is one I'm watching. I like watching Rosetta and Ice or whatever. Hello, King Chichilla. I like that doggy. I had a little one like that, a Chihuahua, and he was a good watchdog. In the house at that time, that little Chihuahua would get up to the door and started barking, and the other dogs would look at him like, "What is you barking at, you stupid?" They make good watchdogs. Like I said, it's just me and the three kitty cats on the bed, and they all sleeping. And when I get off of here, I'll probably go in there and get me some chocolate ice cream. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, King Chichilla, God be with you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I know it's early, and just be safe. God wants you to help people out, this time of the year. Thank you.
Give us about 2 minutes. Do you have something, Kenji?
I didn't have no ice cream today. I usually eat ice cream twice a day, but I usually skip a day or so. Well, people, and I want you all, if you can help people out, if you got it in your state, shop with a cop, the angel tree, and the bell ringers. If you can drop some coins into the red bell ringing parts. If you can help out St. Jude's Hospital, Wounded Warriors, and the DAV, Disabled Veterans. I'm not important, but those people are. Christmas is the time to help people, no matter who they are, where they live. Because God will reward you for your good deeds. I got to get out of this hoodie because I can't sleep with a hoodie on. It feels like I'm in a straitjacket. I can't sleep in a straitjacket. That's how come I sleep. That's right. We are God's children. And people, I don't judge you. I don't judge you for what you've done in your past. I don't care if you've been in jail or prison. Because we are not perfect. God is the judge. God is the jury. God is the prosecutor. God is the public defender. God is the popo. God makes the final choice. You might not like the person, but God is the one to judge the people. You might not like what some people does. You remember the guy on TV that got murdered, Charlie Kirk. I watched some of his talk shows. His wife forgave the guy that killed her husband. I don't care what you've done, but don't, as they always said, don't judge the book by its cover. Everybody has the right to a second chance. There's some I don't like, but I'm not judging them because I ain't read the paperwork. because I know what to look for in the paperwork, the police reports, the prosecute. I know what to look for before I would judge a person. Some of your people might think of dating a woman with kids, or your ladies thinking of dating a guy with kids. Here's where I see something wrong. Say a guy dates a woman with kids and he tries to make the kids mine. The kids would say, "You're not my daddy. You can't tell me what to do." And the kids would say, "You touch me." That's the same thing for a woman who dates a guy with kids. His kids would say, "You're not my mother. You cannot tell me what to do. I tell the school people, the police, you touch me inappropriate." That does happen. It does happen. I seen girls gets mad at guys, said they done this and that. It never happened. They lied. You see on the news, the guy accused them of a rape, and it's been proven on TV that the ladies lie. Don't believe everything that you hear about someone. Put your trust into God. God will let you know the truth. You have to put your faith into God. You know, everybody on here is real nice, polite. We try to help each other. You're my family. As my son tells me, he said, "Dad, you just like a woman. All you do is talk, 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 talk." Well, I do when I'm on YouTube, but if I'm out, I'm stuck at home. When I get out, I want to talk to people. I don't want to be stuck up. I want to talk to people. That's how I raise. You talk to people. You be polite to people. You try to help people out. That's what I did Tuesday. Went to Walmart. Got what I want. My son got what he want. In line. And this older lady, she might have been my age, maybe a few years older. I helped her take her groceries out of the cart and put it up on the belt. Like, that's what my dad taught me, how to be polite. It pays to be good to people, no matter if you hate them. God doesn't want you to hate people. Just like I showed you in the video the other night of this African American lady that murdered her baby. That's right. We all gonna go to one place. With people, if I say, no matter if you got black skin, white skin, red skin, German skin, Japanese skin, we all got one, or Jews, we got one thing in common: red blood. We got red blood. There's different types of red blood. Black people don't have black blood. They got red blood. I'm white. I got red blood. Or you're Mexican. You got red blood. Puerto Rican, the Philippines. You have red blood. That's one thing we got in common. We all got red blood. Different types of red blood. But I believe people, if you really check into it the people who is type O blood, I believe they would have Indian blood in them. I believe that. Like I'm type A, but I can't remember. I got Indian blood. If I was full-blooded Cherokee, I would have type 0 blood. But since my father was white, that means I have A blood. So, if that makes any sense. But, man, it's time for me to get off of here. My butt's getting sore. I got to go in the living room and peep out the living room window where I got my new laptop that don't work, thanks to PC Online. HP won't fix it because PC Online, when they upgraded it, voided the warranty, but it does make HP look bad in my book. You know, I talk about my computer. When I first got it, I've talked about how good it is and the touch screen, this and that. Then HP let me down. PC Online, they're a bunch of idiots. You call them and they won't answer. You send them email, they won't answer. You send them a letter through the post office, they won't answer. That tells you how bad PC Online is. People, if you don't believe me, look up PC Online in your search engine. Then scroll down to the Better Business Bureau. You will see it that I'm telling you the truth. I'm not the only one taking advantage. Hello, Jacob. You get all your work done? Okay, I'll be on here probably tomorrow. I don't know. 'Cause usually if I make a road trip, like I say, I won't know until I get up in the morning. If there's snow on the ground, I ain't going nowhere. If there's no snow on the ground, then I might take a road trip. I don't know until I wake up. Thank you, Jacob, for coming back. I hope you got plenty wood in your house. And thank you for coming back. Right now, when I came live, it was about 52 degrees. It been sprinkling rain, just sprinkle, like somebody just turned it on and it's just drizzling a little bit. So, I think it's supposed to get colder this week or maybe Sunday. When it gets close to Christmas, the weather, well, maybe there's snow. Hey, kids, if it don't snow, Santa Claus got a thing that he don't need snow. He got a magic sled that he don't need snow. So he got a magic sled. So you kiddos, Santa Claus will come if you're good. You have to be good. And Mama and Daddy has to be good. If they're not good, Santa Claus won't leave your mommy and daddy anything for Christmas. As long as your kids is good. I guarantee you, if I get snow like Canada does, I could get out of my driveway unless I had a four-wheel drive. Because 12 to 15 inches of snow, even up on the county road or the state highway, forget it. Just forget it. I won't be able to get out. But I'm hoping I've been good this year. Well, there's a few of them. You know, maybe in the city, but out here where I live, they got tractors with buckets on them. None of my neighbors got tractors. The one that used to live on the corner down there by the highway, he had a tractor with a bucket, but he went to Virginia or somewhere when he retired, so. But I like to have a tractor, but man, I would, if I had the money, I'd get one of those big tractors that got a cab on it, a heater, and air conditioning. And maybe instead of a bucket, maybe put one of those big plows on it where you can turn it different directions. I could do something like that. But I think those big tractors goes for what? $100,000? I wouldn't get a John Deere tractor, because all you doing is buying the name. But, they do make a good snow blowers. I think, don't Troy-Bilt make a snow blower? It would have to be self-propelled, put it that way, because I couldn't push it. Oh. That shows me how much I don't pay attention to snow blowers. I've seen some around 2,000 to 3,000. Well, I ain't got $5,000. I ain't got for it. Even if I had a four-wheeler, I see now they got snow blades you can put on those four-wheeler or side-by-side, whatever you want to call them. You can put a snow blade on them. But if God wants me to have something like that, I will have it. God, if he wants me to have a four-wheel drive vehicle, God will get it for me. I like a Kubota tractor with a bucket and a backhoe. Well, I guess I could put some long johns on and big heavy-duty insulated pants and extra heavy-duty jacket and toboggan and gloves and get out and push the snow. I could do that. But if I had the money, I would get me. I don't think I ever been on a snowmobile. Yeah, there's times we used to use car hoods back in the 50s and 60s, and we would slide down the hill. We had fun doing it. You know, if it wasn't for ouch, if it wasn't for all these trees next to my driveway going up to to the main road and those sticker bushes, you have a heck of a hill to slide down. Guarantee it. Or I could go up to the overpass because there's no trees there by the overpass. I guess you could slide down the hill unless you wouldn't. I don't know. The state police would probably arrest you for sliding down state property, knowing these idiots around here. So, that's a good idea. So, people, it's just like remember, Christmas, people is going to be sad because they can't spend time with the loved ones who went to heaven. They're going to be alone on Christmas. And if you can help anybody out, on Christmas, that'd be okay. You can help me out. That's okay. I've told you what I like to have for Christmas. A new laptop. I'm going to throw my post office box in there. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. PayPal account, if I'm right, is Thomas Cartwright Sr. is the PayPal account. The Cash App is the $ Tom Cartwright 4375 if you want to help. But my post office box, you can send gift cards, to help me out with my kitty cats. Tractor Supply, go to Tractor Supply, people, and look up multiple cat food. It's a white bag, 44-pound bag of. Okay, you keep warm, grandson. I don't want you to get cold since it really gets cold in Canada. I hope your father makes it home for Christmas. So, everybody, please help out people if you can for Christmas, one way or another. It's a time of giving for everybody out there. I'm being honest with you about my life. I showed you outside of my house, my broken down riding lawnmower, which that's in the junkyard now somewhere. Or he fixed it and put another engine on it, or maybe took the engine off the other one and put on. I don't know. But Christmas is a time to give with your heart. God wants you to give something to help people out. And you foxy ladies, I love you all. There's Alexi. Yeah, what you doing, Alexi? You telling me it's time to get off of here?
Yes, and I'm doing the county before you're on the continue.
Yeah. Oh. You trying to tell me I need to get some, use my arms and pet you? You know, I'm not the only one likes kitty cats on YouTube. There's a whole lot of people that likes kitty cats. Yeah. Good. I don't know who your daddy. I don't know if John Wayne was your daddy or Rooster. I can't remember who your daddy was. John Wayne could be your daddy. Like your Aunt Kathy, she has two daddiys. Because she looks like Tiger, but she acts like John Wayne. Yeah, you real lovable. Yeah. You could be a reincarnation from Mama Tina. Yeah. Or you could be, well, Boots can't, let's see, not Boots. Barry can't be your daddy because he was fixed, so he can't be your daddy, but you could be a reincarnation back from Barry. Yeah. And people, I want you to go to Lincoln City Gifts. Let me take it down. Lincoln City Gifts. That's one thing. It's a hoodie. If I can bring it up on my leg, there's Lincoln City there, you know, in that sweatpants. So, you all have a great Christmas. Just help people out at Christmas time. God wants you to foxy ladies. So, I love you. Peace. God loves you all. Remember that. Okay, 709. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Birthday, Happy Anniversary. Don't forget that. I love you all, and I love you, sweet ladies.